Hey, I don't know if anybody's on. We are trying this. We're double trying it. We're triple trying it. We are trying it. We're going to see if anybody can get on. Hey, I don't know if anybody's on. We are trying this. We're double trying it. We're triple trying it. We are trying it. We're going to see if anybody can get on. Hey, I don't know if anybody's on. We are trying this. We're double trying it. We're triple trying it. We are trying it. We're going to see if anybody can get on. Okay, let's see. Tiffany says she sees me. Okay, we're good. We're good. Tiffany says she sees me. So the new link, if anybody can text their neighbor, text their friend, text their director, text their recruiter, all of that kind of stuff. We had a quick change of pace real fast. Okay. So we're going to see, we've got a few people on, Had to switch out links real fast. So here we go. Okay. See if anybody else gets on. Okay. Well, ladies, today is Get Gritty with Krista on September 14th. And I want to say thank you so much for each of you that gave me grace last week. And I just appreciate it. We went again today to Fayetteville for Bill's knee. And again, it just reminds me of why we're so fortunate and why it's so important to be our own boss and to be in charge of our lives and to be in charge of our prosperity, to be in charge of our business and to be able to take our business on the go. You know, the entire way. Bill drove on the way up there, and I worked the entire way there until we got there with the surgeon. And you know, girls, there is just nothing like that fulfillment. Absolutely nothing like that fulfillment. So thank you. I know I never got one done last week, and so I apologize to you for that. But here we are tonight, and you know, Google Hangout has went to YouTube Live. So I should have known something when National Sales Director Leah Card, I'm just going to knock this off real fast, or that will quit ringing. National Sales Director Leah Carter had posted on the, okay, we're going to try that one more time. Had posted an SD group, and they said we cannot figure out how to plan an event on YouTube Live. We can figure out how to just take it, go back to the old YouTube, but we cannot figure out how to plan an event. And I got on there and I clicked and Googled and all that. And I was like, well, right here, I think I see how to plan an event. So I planned it and I posted the link today. And so then I started getting a little bit nervous because I started preparing, and I was like, wait a minute. How's that going to come on? Like, it keeps saying that I can view it, but not that I'm going to like start a broadcast, you know, which is like right now it says stop broadcast. And I'm like, I don't want to view it. Like, I need to be in charge of this thing. So I started panicking a little bit. And so I started going back, and it asked me for all these different things of what size my camera was on my computer and this or that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we have no time for that. So in those last few seconds, I mean, what does a national do in those last few seconds? I am a find a way, make a way kind of woman. And so I quickly switched things over, moved things around, and sent out a new link. So some of you may just now be joining us, but I just appreciate your patience and so much. And you know, one thing that I want to say that I have noticed so much lately, just with myself, with my directors, with just people in communication, period, you know, the number one thing that I always say is the first person to ask is the first person to cross the finish line. But for some of us, it's really hard for us to ask, right? Some of us, it's really hard for us to ask. I mean, the last week when we went to the doctor, we were driving, we knew that we were in the right area, but there were like 3 large buildings. And I mean, it was like time. It was like time for the doctor's appointment. I said, right there, honey, there's a nurse just right there in the parking lot. You know, just roll your window down and ask her. No, he was not going to roll his window down. He just kept on driving. We did not have time to be late. But, you know, he's a man. He doesn't want to ask questions. So some of us, we don't want to ask. For some of us, we ask all the time without even investigating for ourselves. You know, sometimes our kids we're just, you know, hand us this, do that type of thing. And when so simple, you know, almost anything that we could want to know, we could Google it almost anything. We could ask Siri or we could Google it. So many times, some of the questions that we're waiting for someone to answer, or we're trying to build up the nerve to ask, or that we've asked and someone hasn't answered us back, we could take matters into our own hands and we could ask that question. No one taught me how to do Google Hangout. No one taught me how to do YouTube Live. I Googled it. So many of you are out there like, wow, if I could make those little pic collages, if I could do this, if I could do that, I'm telling you, if it is to be done, it is out there to be Googled. That is the bottom line. So I want you to think the next time that you feel empty-handed, the next time you feel like you don't have enough information, you don't have enough encyclopedia, that the bottom line is any question that you have, I guarantee you could Google, when was Crystal Warner born? How much did she weigh? It may be out there on the internet. You just never know. So today is getting gritty, and we are in September, and today is September 14th. And you know what that means? Tomorrow is the last day of the very first quarter. Girls, being a star consultant is the most important thing that you can be. You know, we always say that stars drive cars. I mean, that is a no-brainer. Stars drive cars. And we've got 2 ladies in our area that are on target for their first Mary Kay career car. Oh my goodness. We have got Jamie Carlson all the way from California, and Miss DIQ, Miss Rochelle Nicely, all the way to us from Virginia, both on target for their car. I can promise you, if you ask either one of those girls what their success is, they would say consistency and continually being a star consultant, because those girls know that they need to be a star quarter in, quarter out. So this is the very first quarter, and it is so important to be an all-star. And if we miss this window of this very first quarter, then you are never going to get the opportunity to be an all-star. So it was always so important to me. So I want you to hear what I'm saying. Many times I've thought, you know, I just don't know if I'm going to be a star this quarter. You know, maybe next quarter. You know, I'm just behind a little bit. Maybe I needed to be just, you know, have a little bit more money in, that type of thing. Well, if I ever in my career let myself slide past this very first quarter, let me tell you what would normally happen. If I ever let myself slide past this very first quarter, then guess what? It was easier to let myself slide that next quarter. It was easier to let myself slide that next quarter. But I'm going to promise you, if I was a star this very first quarter, oh, you better bet your better beans I was going to be a star every single quarter. When I finished on 9/15 every single year as a consultant, and I was a star consultant, there was no way I was not a star consultant December 15th. I mean, that's Christmas sales. Everybody's a star in December. And then it would come around to March 15th. One more quarter. Come on, girl. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Then it would come around to June 15th. And guess what? All 4-quarter star. So ladies, it is so important that you wrap your mind around and that you decide to be a star consultant. If you have not finalized those plans, if you do not know exactly how you're going to finish that up, I want to make sure that you get with your sales director, you get with your recruiter, and you figure out how to finish those goals. Well, one thing I want to make sure that you are super excited about is this came out to us, and this was in 2016 in the women's business. In the super cool right here. Okay, this was an expert. I think in the USA Today, it says Future Business and Tech.com, August 2016, women's business executive and entrepreneurs. And the entire back page is the I can, you can too. You can too. I can, and then what is it? Millions of women can because of Mary Kay. I can make a difference, not just an income. I can be me. Don't tell me I can't. I can. You can too. Learn more at marykay.com/I can. Hashtag my, oh, can you see me? I've lost electricity. Woo. Not sure if you can see me. Maybe you can see me. I don't know. I think my computer's still on. You're seeing, these are my glasses. That's what it is. I'm like, I can see something there. Whoop, a little bit of power. You're still listening to me. You're still listening to me. I am still here. We're talking about the I can. Tiffany says she can still hear me. We're talking about the I can campaign. And if you have not made your profile picture or your cover photo on Facebook, I hugely encourage you to go out and to make that, because you just never know. You may say, my gosh, I post pictures of me and Mary Kay all the time, but when you post that, I can. What is your I can? I can what? I can support my family because of Mary Kay. I can look myself in the mirror because of Mary Kay. I can hold my head high even though things have happened in my life that I'm not proud of because of Mary Kay. I have higher self-esteem that I can teach to my children because of Mary Kay. What is your I can because of Mary Kay? I could sit here all day long and say, I can get out of bed because of Mary Kay. I can make wise choices even when I don't want to sometimes because of Mary Kay. I can choose to be positive even when my insides sometimes feel really negative because of Mary Kay. I am in charge of how I feel. I will let no one push my buttons, no one make me mad, no one make me sad. I am totally in charge of my feelings because of Mary Kay. So ladies, I want to ask you, what can you do because of Mary Kay? Maybe you wear high heels because of Mary Kay. Maybe you wear a dress or a skirt more confidently because of Mary Kay. Maybe you have spending money that you wouldn't normally have because of Mary Kay. Maybe you dress more in style, and you can because of Mary Kay. Maybe you know that with your hair, if you haven't had someone comment on it in the past 2 weeks, you dye it, cut it, or you buy some more of it. You can because of Mary Kay. Maybe when you get kicked down, you know you can get back up because you can. You've seen others, and you are because of Mary Kay. Ladies, I don't know what your why is, and I don't know what you've been able to do because of Mary Kay. But today, one of the NSDs asked what life skills that they had been able to have because of Mary Kay. One of the nationals spoke of how positive she was able to be, and not only was she able to put those into her Mary Kay life, but she was able to deal with her children better. She was able to deal with her family better because of Mary Kay. Having the life skills of learning the different personalities, learning what a D was, learning what an I was, learning what an S and what a C was a life skill that they had learned because of Mary Kay. Learning some of the things like that we should never wear shoes that are scuffed, or we should always have our nails manicured, or we should always have, an extra, back in the day, pair of pantyhose in our purse. Whatever those prims and props of etiquette are, maybe those are things that you've learned because of Mary Kay. So ladies, tonight, I don't think we're going to get to finish our entire Google Hangout. I'm not exactly sure what time it is. But what I want you to think of is, what are you able to do because of Mary Kay? And if Mary Kay left your life today, just like that power left so suddenly, if bam, immediately the lights went out, your starter kit left the house, your pink Cadillac left the driveway, your national was no longer here, your sales director left town, your recruiter was not at meeting, there wasn't a meeting, Mary Kay in Dallas was no longer there. No one knew what pink was. What would your life be like? Look, and it's easy to think of all the things we can do because of Mary Kay. But the bottom line is, what if no one knew what Mary Kay was? What if no one ever spoke Mary Kay's name ever again? What if no one ever clapped when you crossed the stage? What if no one ever paid you in cash? What if no one ever said, what dress are you wearing to seminar? Are you getting a spray tan? Do you want to ride with me? What if no one ever thought of Mary Kay ever again? What would all of our lives be? Would it be CNN? Would it be Fox News? Would it be Trump and Hillary? Would we be consumed with who was right and who was wrong? Or we would be consumed with hope and pink promises that no matter what happens on the ballot, that we know that there was a company created 53 years ago by a woman that put a stake in the ground and said this business will be God first, family second, and career third. And today I can say I can because of Mary Kay. Ladies, we'll be coming back to you. I've got some big ideas. I've got some big thoughts. I've got some big dreams. So all of those thoughts, the last thing I want to leave you with is just a tidbit of a secret. I want you to think, if I could come to you live every single Monday night, if I could pop in and out like Mary Poppins into your director's meeting, into your living room, into your garage, what do you think that would do to your business? So here's the secret. Krista is coming to you live in the month of October for her birthday month, and she is coming to a city near you. Details will be to come, but if that gives you some excitement, shoot me a pink heart on the Getting Gritty, the Grit Girls Voxer group. Let me know that you're all in, because we are mapping out the state. We are mapping out the states. We are mapping out the nation, and Krista is coming to you live. So here we go, girls. There is no electricity coming on. So we are going to close the night with what is our why and what is our can because of Mary Kay. I love you.